Animated films have always played a significant role in my life. I've long viewed this genre as a way of escaping the real world, immersing myself in better and more beautiful environments. This isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's something humanity needs. Regardless of age, life can become boring, and to keep our imagination and curiosity alive, animated films are necessary. I am incredibly grateful for these films, but as I grew older, I found myself drifting away from the genre. Still, there's one exception: Studio Ghibli, and particularly the movie Spirited Away. In my opinion, this movie cemented Studio Ghibli's reputation and stands out as a masterpiece. Spirited Away is the most immersive film I've ever seen. The animation is flawless, the sound design always fitting, the storytelling engaging, and the characters possess real values. The world of Spirited Away can be quite overwhelming, but that's actually a positive aspect because it makes you want to watch it again. Achieving rewatch value is challenging, especially for animated films. Keeping younger audiences with shorter attention spans focused and interested is no small feat. Many studios address this issue by decreasing runtime and increasing pacing. Spirited Away has a runtime of 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is lengthy compared to other successful animated movies that often aim to be below the 2-hour mark, usually around 1 hour and 30 minutes. You can't really blame other film studios for this. They are aware of the short attention spans of their younger audiences and therefore don't even attempt what Ghibli does. This might be why Studio Ghibli movies have such longevity and appeal to both the young and the old. It seems to me that Ghibli puts a lot of effort into their craft and attention to detail, whereas other studios focus on the product and its marketing, leading to financial success. What else makes Studio Ghibli different, you may think? Let me explain. While many studios create completely new or different worlds to excite viewers, Ghibli also instills actual values and a realistic approach. Typically, animation is about bringing the lifeless to life. However, Hayao Miyazaki, the director of Spirited Away and many other Ghibli films, takes a different approach. He makes us appreciate the beauty of life, even in subtle details like light reflecting off hair. These touches may just seem fancy, but they're essential for making us feel more engaged in the expansive world he creates. The sound design of Spirited Away is another element that sets it apart. From the score to the ambient sounds of the world, everything fits perfectly. Studio Ghibli themes go far beyond the film. I listen to them when I want to relax, fall asleep, or simply indulge in nostalgia. Even now as I write this, the music from Studio Ghibli is playing. What could be better than a film that invites you into a new world of music? Furthermore, animation has a history of exaggerating several things, one of them being sound design. Even nowadays, Pixar has very loud and fast orchestras playing during their pinnacle. Spirited Away does that differently. The simple yet beautiful piano melody of One Summer's Day hits within the first few keys. That can make grown men cry. The music matches the visuals and it reflects emotions of both the world and Chihiro. When I speak of actual values, I refer to the character of Chihiro. She does not have a tragic backstory, special abilities, or any extraordinary quality. She starts off as an insecure, anxious child. Her family is moving to a new town, and Chihiro is fearful of leaving her old life behind. Initially, she stays in her comfort zone, following her parents through a mysterious tunnel, despite her reluctance. Well, Chihiro's real journey begins when her parents are transformed into pigs after consuming food meant for spirits. Stranded in the bizarre and dangerous world, Chihiro is initially overwhelmed and terrified. She becomes desperate to save her parents, but feels powerless in the face of the unfamiliar surroundings. Even though Haku, a mysterious boy, comes to guide her, he makes it clear that Chihiro must do everything herself. From this point on, she is expected to look after herself, make her own mistakes, and learn from them to stand on her own 2 feet. Chihiro grows up very quickly because she accepts responsibility. At first, Chihiro is afraid of the spirited world. But later, she doesn't even bother. She understands that achieving her goals requires hard work and effort. She shows courage and compassion, earning the respect of spirits and even winning over characters who initially didn't even care for her. Chihiro learns the importance of remembering who she is, especially when Yubaba, the witch, tries to steal her identity. Chihiro's journey is a metaphor for the transition from childhood to adulthood. Her experiences in the spirit world mirror the trials and tribulations one faces growing up. making her story both relatable and inspirational. Behind the magic is Hayao Miyazaki. Do you know what sets him apart from others? I'll give you the answer. He is what we call an artist, and Spirited Away is a product of art. Miyazaki takes his time without rushing his projects. This is why he's often so negative when talking about the industry. Artists like Miyazaki are becoming extinct because the industry is too fast-paced, moving from one deadline to the next, film after film. This relentless pace destroys artists, as art cannot be forced. Ghibli films could be some of the last true works of art. Miyazaki even predicts that everything is going to fall apart. It's on us to ensure that films like Spirited Away live beyond our time. Miyazaki has expressed disappointment in the industry, stating, "Almost all Japanese animation is produced with hardly any basis taken from observing real people." He believes other studios focus on making money, whereas his priority is not financial success, but creating meaningful and engaging stories. In summary, Spirited Away stands out not only for its technical brilliance, but also for its profound storytelling and the values it imparts. Through Chihiro's character, Miyazaki teaches us that bravery, integrity, and love can overcome the most daunting adversities, and that we all have the strength to face our fears and grow, just like Chihiro.